Oh, this is not the usual sort of video that I do, but the diary of a wannabe network engineer, and I'm completely burnt out, 100%. I started feeling burnt out last week. I carried on, ploughed through. It's now Thursday on the second week, and I'm just, yeah, I am feeling burnt out. Like I said, not the normal sort of video that I do, but I wanted to show this. This is a video diary, an entry to how it can be. So after what are we on now? 15 months of pretty much continuous studying, working in IT support for the best part of a year. I've gained 2 certifications, the Cisco CCST, which was the new one that they brought out, and Cisco CCNA, and I've been studying Cisco DevNet Associate, and I'm probably going to take that exam next month. Yeah, I just can't describe it any other way than just feeling burnt out. I'm fully aware that IT and the tech industry can be a toxic, thankless grind, and I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. Well, I just wanted to show the side of how it can be when you're on this journey. Like, I didn't go into networking completely green. I didn't go into IT completely green. I had decent technical roles in the past. In my mid-20s, I'm 30 now. I'm 32 now, and in sort of mid to late 20s, I was in those technical roles. I had a few years off, but you know, it was only 2024 when I was like, had some back surgery in this shit job that I was doing temporarily in Australia, and I thought, actually, no, sod this, I'm going to go back into tech and I'm going to hit it with everything I've got. And that's when I picked up the books and started doing the certifications, and just haven't stopped. I'm now at the point, really, because I did have that technical background, and I sort of brought it into starting up again. I've kind of developed quickly, I would describe it, without sort of blowing my own trumpet. And yeah, like, how can I, what's going on? So yeah, I've just been continuously studying, and like I said, I'm now working in IT as well. And when you're advancing like me and you want to become a really good network engineer, like, it's my mission to become a solid network engineer. I want to be the person that people need to go to solve things, to create things, and that's the sort of skill set that I want to hold, and it will come. It'll just take time. But when you're trying to advance and doing things above the level that you're working at in your job, it's quite hard. You do hit a lot of walls, and there are some limitations that are very frustrating, and a lot of people will understand that. So that is a frustration, because you have to do more at home than what you can in your job. It's a sort of catch-22. Like, you want to advance onto the next sort of level for your next job, but you can't do the things that they're asking always in the job that you're in before it. So yeah, it's you know, that usual thing. Also as well, what I've seen with the jobs, because I do look at roles for network engineers and constantly look at what they're asking. That's actually why I started doing the Cisco DevNet Associate, because I saw a lot of automation things creeping into, like, a lot of network engineer roles where they're asking for Python scripting. So I thought, you know, I will future-proof myself and set the foundations which I can build upon by studying network automation. And it's been hard, the DevNet Associate compared to the CCNA, because, you know, in CCNA you're learning what a switch is, what a router is, you know, frames, you know, internet protocol, subnetting, and you write that down and you learn it and absorb it and apply it. But DevNet's very much, you know, this scripting, and you run scripts and why is that not working, and you look at it and it's and there's your environment on your PC when you're doing the studying at night. You've got certain programs that are running, and you know, if you have a little bit of a problem with one of them, it could just hamper you. Like, I've spent an hour troubleshooting why one of my routers wasn't working on my virtual lab just to test a script. But that's networking, I suppose, isn't it? Also, with the jobs, I'm finding that you have the lower level IT jobs and then the senior level jobs. I don't see really anything in between. It's either a junior or entry level help desk, or someone with 5 to 7 years experience and ideally a CCIE. I mean, some of the jobs, I see network engineer jobs, and they're, you know, quite what you would expect somebody, what you'd expect in terms of the network engineer job. You know, they want someone who's comfortable with routing protocols, someone who's, you know, basically in-depth CCNA, and then they'll just slap on it and a degree in computer science. I'm like, what? Who's making these job adverts? So the job market's toxic, full stop. It has been for the last couple of years, and it will be for the rest of time. But those middle ground jobs that I would really enjoy, where it's the network engineer support or the level 2 engineer, I'm not really seeing anything like that. It's either senior or junior. So that's frustrating. And with the whole feeling burnt out, that is, I can accept it, because it's like, it's a result of how hard I've worked, full stop. I haven't stopped. I've been riding on a wave of adrenaline for the last like 15 months, honestly. When I started studying my Cisco CCST, I didn't sleep for about 2 months because I was it just excited me. It just excited me, and I carried that on to CCNA, and just fanatic and obsessed with studying it. And I think that has taken its toll on me. I think, you know, when you have a big adrenaline rush, the afterwards is kind of how I feel right now. But I know that this shit is the stuff that makes the difference, isn't it? When you're tired, when you're feeling like you're not getting anywhere, when the work limitations feel like you're not making progress, unless we keep trying, you know, we won't know. I've seen a lot of people on some of the videos that I've done on another platform talking about how they just give up on CCNA. When you develop the mindset of that's not an option, you know, like I know I'll get my Cisco DevNet. I know I'll then go on to get a professional level certification. I'm not sure what in. Certifications aren't everything, but for me, in my 30s, I feel like I'm going quite a bit harder than what I would do in my 20s, because you feel I'm a little bit older now. We're not messing about. You know, if we're going to go, let's go. That's sort of how I am in my 30s, and you know, it's not that I'm like a guy who wants to rack up loads of certifications. It's just that if I can go to an employer and go, yeah, I've got this certification, I'm not saying that I know it all, but I'm demonstrating that I have the ability to understand these concepts and apply them. Experience is experience, and that'll just come. But yeah, frustrating with the jobs. There's not much in between. Tired from the studying. It's a tough gig, and I think if you are going into tech, you know, you get your entry level job. When you get your entry level job and you're looking like, okay, let's move on now. It just can be hard. It's hard getting in the first place, isn't it? But like I said, this is just real life. Yeah, this is real life. I thought I'd make this channel to document my journey on how someone becomes a network engineer every step of the way, and I will continue to do it. But it's just been, for like the last week, I was like, maybe I should make a video about how I'm feeling. Maybe I should. And I was like, no, I'll make a video about what you should know for Linux in IT support, which I'm going to do. But then I thought, no, you know what? We got to be real. We got to be real with this and show it. So yeah, bottom line, I'm feeling extremely burnt out. And I always ask myself, are you gonna do anything tonight? Are you gonna do anything tonight? I bought some weights. I bought some dumbbells because I have neglected my fitness. I'm an ex-soldier. I'm incredibly proud of being fit and capable, and I have neglected that. I've neglected my diet because my energy is being consumed by the studying. But I need to realize that diet, exercise is equally important as getting those books out, and I didn't treat it like that for the last year. So I think I might actually just get my dumbbells out. I'm sort of building a garage gym and just lift weights and just think about something. Think about work, think about the next certification, think about how I'm gonna advance. What new thing am I gonna do? What am I gonna pull out? I've also started a little side quest with a website and stuff, but that's nothing to talk about. Yeah, guys, be prepared for the slog. But if you are going through it, just remember, so am I. And yeah, we're in it together to finish the mission of just being the absolute fucking best that we can. So I'll see you later.